Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and in this one, it is time to go over some Season 8 changes. That is right guys, overall there are some crazy changes. Like I'm talking about a new form of chest that is better than a regular chest, and I'll show you where to find it on the map. But I don't really know if it has an official name yet. It's kind of been called the Legendary chest, or I kind of call it the Super chest. But on top of that, we're going to be going through a bunch of other things, like the brand new glider that you get for winning, a hidden pickaxe, actually a couple of hidden pickaxes, and also a back bling that you may have not even known were in the battle pass, as well as other changes in season 8. So yeah guys, gonna be a very fun video. And by the way, if you guys want to help support me, you can do so by using code TheLlamaSir in the item shop. And as you guys know, you simply put the code down below in the bottom right of the item shop. And again, my code is TheLlamaSir, and huge thanks to all of you who have already been using it. But yeah guys, hit that like button down below if you've just been having a ton of fun with season 8. I know I have. So yeah guys, let's see if we can get 6,000 likes for the new season. I think we can, so hit that like button down below if you're excited, and also comment what your favorite part of season 8 has been so far. For me, it's hard to say, but like maybe the new volcano area. That area is seriously a bunch of fun. But yeah guys, I'm curious to see what you have to say, but let's go ahead here and jump into it with the first thing I want to talk about, because we do have a bunch of things to talk about today. And you know what, let's start off with a good one here, the new umbrella for getting a victory royale. As you guys know, they usually, when there's a new season, include a sort of secret glider that you can unlock by getting a victory royale in that season. I believe last season was the one where it kind of looked like a snowman. I do like that one a bunch. I haven't used it in a little bit. I've been using the one with like the snowflakes on it and stuff like that. That's like one of the OG ones, so to say. But what about the one for season 8? Well, it's probably, speaking of unique, the season 8 glider that you get for getting a victory royale is probably the most unique one yet. So yeah guys, as you can see right here, this one is called the palm leaf, and here it is. I got a victory royale with my friend yesterday and unlocked this one, and yeah, as you can tell, they're definitely stepping up their game with these special umbrellas. I like how this one actually has the I'm not exactly sure what you would call them, but like the little sections, they made them to look like leaves, so obviously it looks like a palm tree. Now on top of that, that's not the only thing that is special about this umbrella, well, compared to other umbrellas. If you actually go into game and use it, there's a little bit of a sound that you can hear when you actually deploy it. Now it's hard to hear a little bit, so you know, you may have to go into game yourselves to hear it. Now going back real quick to how you unlock it, I'm not exactly sure how it works. I unlocked it by winning a duos game, so I would guess that maybe solo, duos, and squads count. I'm not sure if LTMs are like Team Rumble counts, so I mean, to be on the safe side, solo, duos, and squads are probably your best bet for unlocking this, because you know, there's nothing official that says how to unlock it. I just know that I got it from winning a duos game. But yeah guys, I'm definitely a fan of this glider. It's a little bit loud when you deploy it. Hopefully they'll turn down that volume a little bit, but overall a special glider for getting a win, definitely pretty cool. But keeping it going here, let's talk about some more fun stuff that has to do with items, specifically items, skins, whatever you want to call them. But this is more specifically with 2 pickaxes and a back bling that come in the battle pass, but they're like super hidden. And also with that, obviously these come with the main version of the battle pass, the one that includes, you know, black heart and hybrid. As long as you have those skins, you can get these pickaxes and also this back bling. So yeah though, as I said, they're fairly hidden. They're not like in the page for the battle pass that shows you all of the items within the tiers. It's actually hidden somewhere else. So that's why I wanted to bring this up, because a bunch of you probably didn't know about these. So where do you find these and how do you unlock them? Well, basically guys, instead of going to the battle pass tab, you want to go over to your challenges tab. That's, you know, revamped. It looks really cool. But then after that, you want to go over to the style section and find the sections that say black heart and hybrid. We'll start with this one right here. So when you click on it, you will notice that it pops up all of the challenges to unlock like the different styles and things like that. But some of the things inside of those aren't just styles. Like for example, this one right here is the swag smasher, which is a pickaxe that you can unlock. But as you can see, it's definitely got a lot going on to it. A very unique pickaxe, that's for sure. There's like a sword through it as well. It's definitely pretty interesting, and you unlock that one by getting 120,000 XP. But again guys, this pickaxe is fairly hidden in here, so again, you might not even know it was there. Now on top of that, if you scroll down a little bit more, for 320,000 XP, you can get the mutiny back bling, which is a legendary back bling. And as you can see, it's like, you know, a wheel of a ship, a pirate ship, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, fairly straightforward for a back bling, but you know, it fits with the skin, and definitely guys is pretty interesting. And again, it's a back bling that you may not have even known about, so yeah, I definitely had to show it to you. Now on top of that, there was another pickaxe I want to go over. This one, and some of you may have already unlocked it because you only need 20,000 XP to unlock it itself. It also has styles though, so this one is the Dragon's Claw. It is inside the hybrid challenges, but this pickaxe is definitely definitely pretty cool. I like the look of it. And again, it also has customizable styles. At 140,000 XP, you unlock the additional styles for Dragon's Claw. And as you can see, here is what shows up. I'm not exactly sure if the one in the middle is a brand new style. I'm not sure if it's different from the first one, but either way, there's a pink and a light blue version, apparently. At least judging from what this picture shows. So yeah, guys, definitely pretty interesting. I thought you guys would like to know about those. But after that then, guys, let's talk about some vaulted items. That is right, in Season 8, we got a lot of vaulted items. I think like 5 in total, and a few of them are actually vehicles. But yeah, vaulted items are always a big topic to talk about, and one of them is pretty obvious. Obviously, the Stormwing, the plane, whatever you call it, got vaulted, so that's something to keep in mind. But we knew that that one was, you know, around the corner. We had already gotten an announcement about it. But either way, there's 4 others that may be a bit surprising. So let's start off with the first of which here, and that is the Sneaky Snowman. That is right, guys, the Sneaky Snowman is now vaulted. It probably was more of a winter-themed item. But yeah, last season was really like snow-themed, and this season is more, you know, pirates and tropical-themed a bit, judging from like the new jungle biome or whatever. So yeah, that one makes sense. But on top of that, you also have the Chiller Grenade, which got vaulted, which kind of goes with that as well, but still is a little bit of a surprise because it wasn't in the game for that long. But you know, it was a pretty interesting item, so I'm a bit surprised that that one got vaulted. But either way, guys, keeping it going here, also you have the Shopping Cart, which got vaulted, and this one, I mean, makes sense. The Shopping Cart was something that you honestly kind of forgot was in the game a bunch because of all of the other, you know, vehicles that we have, so that one does make sense. And then for the final vaulted item of this update, the ATK has been vaulted, the All-Terrain Cart, whatever you want to call it. This one was a little bit surprising as well, but on the other hand, not super surprising, because compared to like Quad Crashers or the Drift Board, it was a little bit slower, but then again, it also carried 4 players, so you know, give and take. But either way, that's interesting that they vaulted 3 vehicles. We know that they were thinking about adding a new vehicle, so maybe this is why. But either way, that's pretty interesting overall. Now, speaking of interesting, guys, let's move on here to probably the most interesting change of this video, and this is a brand new type of chest. That is right, guys, and this chest is crazy. That's why some people are calling it the Legendary chest, because it's, you know, like an upgraded version of the usual chests that you find on the map, and I'm pretty sure there is only one of these that spawns on the map. So let's go over the details about it. But first of all, what am I talking about here? Well, I'm talking about this chest right here. As you can see, definitely looks, you know, more improved upon the regular chest, and that's because, well, it kind of is. It gives you better loot than the regular chests. So for example, the one that you can find on the map right now is at the new block. So if you go into a game and, you know, glide on over there or make your way over there, and depending on when you're watching this, you know, it's probably going to change. As you guys know, with this location, it features like community made things. But yeah, if you go to the one right here and go down a little bit and then take a left, you will be able to find this chest that I'm fairly sure spawns most, if not all of the time. And as you can see, it is that special type of chest. Now, when you open it, you will notice that it always gives you a legendary weapon and a bunch of other stuff as well. And in fact, this leads me into my next point about this specifically, and this comes from the Epic Games employee, Mr. Popo TFS. You guys know him, but he had said that this was mentioned in the patch notes, and then specifically that it said updated loot props gallery, add new chest that is equivalent to a supply crate. This will be used in new block submissions. That might have been under like the creative section, but then he also goes on to say that the reason you're seeing this type of chest is that it's at the block, which is the only location you'll be able to find this chest in Battle Royale. So yeah, guys, apparently this type of upgraded chest can only be found at this location. So yeah, but on top of that also, I forgot to say, but take note of how it says the new chest is basically equivalent to a supply crate. So that's kind of how the loot works for this specific chest. So yeah, something to keep in mind. But if you guys go into creative, you can actually mess around with this type and place it down and, you know, open up a bunch of them, as you can see right here, and see that, yeah, it does seem to spawn the same type of loot that a supply crate spawns. So overall, guys, definitely something to take note of. Now then, guys, moving on to the final change I want to talk about in this video. This is also a very big change because it affects the higher rarity assault rifles. That is right, guys. Whenever it affects probably one of the best items in the game, I'd say that's a pretty big change. So yeah, but take a look at it yourself. This basically has to do with the drop rate of the assault rifles. They've been changed up quite a bit in this recent update. So, you know, let's just jump into it and go over the different changes. This comes from the patch notes for Season 8, the new update. But basically, they say that they reduced the availability of high-tier assault rifles. And on top of that, total number of assault rifles available remains unchanged, but they just adjusted, like, you know, again, the drop rate of the different ones. So let's jump into the specifics about that. So starting off with the common ones, they say that increased chance of receiving a common common quality assault rifle from 48.56% to 56.30%, which is a fairly significant change, around 8%, you know, give or take. But yeah, you're probably going to be seeing more common quality assault rifles from now on. Now, on top of that, they also increased chance of receiving an uncommon quality assault rifle from 26.83% to 28.15%, which isn't as big of a change, but still is something to take note of. Now then, this is where it starts to get more interesting, because they say reduce the chance of receiving a rare quality assault rifle from 16.17% to 10.91%, which is a fairly significant change. That's almost like 2/3 of what it was before. Again, give or take, but yeah, something to take note of for sure. But it continues to get interesting, guys. On top of that, they also said reduce the chance of receiving an epic quality assault rifle from 7.02% to 3.52%. That is a fairly significant change. That's about like half of the percentage that it was before. So then, guys, what about the legendary variants? Well, they say that reduce the chance of receiving a legendary quality assault rifle from 1.82% to 1.13%. So yeah, guys, some very interesting changes. It's going to take a little bit of time to see how this, you know, feels in game, but either way, something to take note of for sure. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more fun videos on Season 8 coming out in the near future. Got a super fun one planned coming up. You can also check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, my week 1 challenges guide, and then on the right, some previous update news. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.